Hey guys, it's that time again. It is whiskey review time. My name is Dave, this is Whiskey Blooded, and we're going to be reviewing Booker's today. Thanks for joining my channel. If you noticed, for the last 2 weeks I've been on hiatus. I took 2 weeks off to catch up on some stuff from work. It's my busiest time of year for work, so it's just been insane. I literally haven't had time to think, but things are slowing down a little bit and life is normal again. So we're jumping back in with some whiskey reviews. So today I'm going to be reviewing Booker's, which is one of the Jim Beam products. It is a barrel strength, uncut, unfiltered, small batch bourbon, runs about $60 here in Michigan. It comes in this big wooden box with this plastic cover on it, and they release this throughout the year in different batches, and they're all small batches, and they label them differently. They each have a little bit of a different aging, they each have a little bit of a different characteristic. So let's go through the Booker's review here real quick. This is the bottle, or the box, so it says Booker's on the side. On the back, it's got the original master distiller, and on the other side it's just another Booker's. On the front, if you can see this, it says Booker's up here, and it's got this plastic case that pulls it off. It's Booker's Uncut and Unfiltered Small Batch Bourbon Series. And then the bottle itself is secured with this little glue on the back there, so it kind of sticks with this little sticky right there. And then the bottle comes out. And so let me go through the bottle here with you. I'm going to put this to the side, but I want to read you the bottle. As you can see, it's a nice dark color. So let's go through this. Actually, let's put this somewhere where we can see it. There you go. So here is the bottle itself. Pretty normal bottle. It comes with a black wax seal, which I've obviously removed because I've tried this. This is the Booker's Bluegrass edition. So this is their first batch of 2016. It's bottled at 127.9 proof, aged for 6 years, 11 months. 6 years, 11 months. And here's the label. So here's the story on the label here. So, Booker's. The whiskey in this package is the highest grade bourbon created by me here at Jim Beam. It is bottled, uncut, and unfiltered. My grandfather Jim Beam liked his whiskey from 6 to 8 years old. Booker's bourbon is quality screened to remove only pieces of charred barrel wood. And it is uncut, unfiltered goodness. Like I said, this is $60. So let's do this thing. Let's try it. Now with this proof, I'm going to do two different things. I'm going to try it and tell you my thoughts, and then I'm going to do it with water as well. So our normal format, but we'll do one with water. A lot of you guys request that, so I'm going to do that. Sounds like my baby's awake. The nice part about this bottle is that it's $60 for a 127 proof uncut, unfiltered bourbon. It isn't hard to find this stuff. In fact, it's really not hard. It's a Jim Beam product, so they have the ability to put out a lot of this stuff. But it is that small batch, and it does change from bottle to bottle. So I would encourage you to try different bottles of this. This is the first time I've tried the Bluegrass bottle. One of my good friends has a different batch for this. So when we pour this one, we've got this nice dark color, this reddish dark color, reddish. I mean, it's quite red. It's like a gold, or it's like a coppery red. So we have this nice dark color. We've got this nose, which just burns with hot cinnamon. Hot cinnamon and some vanilla at the end. Lots of oak. Lots of oak. And I'm getting a little bit of that. How would I put this? It's like a minty. It's like a minty. I'm trying to think of a candy that it's like. It's like a minty, cinnamony, red hot smell. And that's that high proof, that uncut high proof coming through that we're smelling. Also at the top there, I'm getting just a little bit of vanilla as well. As for the taste on this one, and actually I'm looking for, they used to have some tasting notes on these, but I think it's just on their website actually if you want the tasting notes. But I'll give you my tasting notes, obviously. You can reference that against them. But I think vanilla is one of the flavors that they mention is pretty standard across the different batches. Yep, that's 127 proof, for sure. You can taste every bit of it. So it's got this medium thickness, medium to heavy. It's actually got some good staying power. And then right up front, I do taste that vanilla that I had mentioned, and some caramel, but then right after that it goes into this hard burn, like those red hot cinnamons I was saying. Red hot cinnamons in fiery oak is a way to think of it. I mean, this is meaty. This stings a little bit as it goes down. And then it warms, and in the back you've got these really soft, like butterscotch tastes that come in at the end. And it's a really nice, this nice butterscotch at the end that really does kind of mellow everything out at the end, but as it goes down through the very end of the finish, which is about a medium to long finish, at the very end, you know, you've got this nice balance between the vanilla and the butterscotch and the caramel and the burning toasted oak. But this one's got, number one, it's definitely not for beginners because of the proof, but it's got this burn, that minty. It's also got a little bit of a stingy mint taste. It's like a stinging, not mint, menthol would be a great way to put it. It's like a slightly menthol taste. That's that high proof coming through, that alcohol content mixed with those other things. I mean, it really is quite interesting for that high proof. Now, what I'm going to do is I've got a little bit of water here in a just dropper. So I'm going to put in 1, 2, 3, we'll do 4 drops, which is probably a little bit less than, it's probably close to about a teaspoon of water. And we'll move this around a little bit. And we'll try it again. See what the difference is, and then we'll do a final review, or a final score. And normally, when I'm dropping water and things, I let them probably sit for about 5 minutes before I do that, but I'm not gonna, sit here and make you guys sit there for 5 or 10 minutes while it opens up. So this will just we'll try to speed the process up here a bit. So there's a lot more vanilla when I put that water into it. A lot more vanilla, which is interesting to me. And the same thing comes through in the taste. There's a lot more vanilla, a lot more caramel, a lot more manageable, a little less of the sting. But at the very end here, I'm just getting a little bit of that cinnamon. It's much more manageable with a couple drops in it. I'm getting a little more oak now too. So much more manageable with a couple drops in it. Would recommend that actually. It's quite nice with water in it. There's a couple that I don't like watered down, but it's quite nice with the water in it. Maybe even a couple more drops than what I had there. So overall, what do I think about the Bookers? I mean, to get something at this proof, aged for almost 7 years, in a cool box, in a cool bottle, from a great distillery, readily available, $60, good taste. I mean, it's just incredible that they can do all this. Uncut, unfiltered, barreled strength, $60. Like, I still can't believe that this is something that you can find. So honestly, and I'm not trying to go on other people's reviews either, but everyone reviews this very highly. And I think it's definitely well-deserved. I mean, they could easily charge probably $80 to $90 for the same bottle and people would still buy it. So I'm going to put this one at a pretty high score here. Oops, I did it upside down, so we'll do it again. And I'll definitely be following these series as they keep releasing the different batches, but I'm going to put this one at a 94 out of 100. 94 out of 100 for the Bookers. I would buy it. I don't know if I'd buy this exact one. I've only tried 2 different batches of it, but I'm assuming that they're all good, and they're all probably fairly similar, but with some slightly different characteristics to them. So I would definitely recommend it. $60 well spent. Puts it to test against pretty much any other $60 bottle of bourbon out there. So guys, let me know what you think about Booker's, and if you've tried this before, or if you're going to try this in the future, give me your thoughts. Next week, I'm not sure what we'll be doing. I will be back next week for sure. Things, like I said, are slower at work now. So next week, I will be back. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I have a bunch of new stuff, so I'll probably just pick one of those. Thanks for joining me again. Thanks for hitting the subscribe button and for following me through all these crazy journeys we've been on together with whiskey. I'll see you guys next week.